Good, eve- Good evening. Welcome to .programming.blogspot.com. Today I am talking about how to validate TextBox inside Footer Row of Gridview in ASP .NET. There is the two method to validate the TextBox which is inside in Footer Row of Gridview. First one is use required field validator and the second one is JavaScript. Okay, so first to bind the grid view using template fields, so auto generated column equals to false and the show footer is true, default footer showing is false. Okay, that is the ASP.NET template field. Header text equals to program ID. I want to bind the grid view with the database table, so item template here. In the item template I want to take ASP.NET label control. Picks from the toolbox, remove this and picks from toolbox. Yeah, bind the text of the label. First to change the ID property, so program ID, prog ID, and the text of the label control is this. Evaluate prog ID, prog underscore ID. Okay, remove the multi-paired tag of the label control. This prog underscore ID is available in the database table. Okay, so now create the footer template. Take the text box here, change the ID of the text box is FID. Now take a required field validator control to validate the text box which is inside in grid view footer. So error message is star and for color equals to red, and control to validate property equals to FID, which is the ID of text box control. Now bind that grid view in the code file. Using SQL connection, if not equals to page dot is passed back, bind the grid view. Create a method and generate the method stub. Right click on it and generate method stub. Create the SQL connection by the SQL connection class. So SQL connection, this SQL connection class is existing in system.data.sql client namespace, that is here system.data.sql client. Now create the connection string which is available in the web.config file. So con.connection string equals to configuration manager dot connection string dot toString. Okay, the configuration manager class is available in the system.configuration namespace. Now con.open, the default state of the connection is closed, so open it. Now create the SQL command by the help of SQL command class. cmd equals to new SQL command, cmd dot command text equals to select star from table name, that is the programs existing here, that is the programs, and two columns is prog id and prog name. So cmd.connection equals to con. Now take the SQL data reader, which is also available in system.data.sql client class, cmd.execute reader. Now bind the grid view with the data source, that is reader. So data source equals to rd and gridview1 dot data bind, gridview1 dot data bind. Okay, now paste the pick the connection string which is available in the web.config file and paste it here. Yeah, okay. Now the code is ready to run and check the validation which is applied on TextBox control. Take some times before uploading. So yeah, writing some text here. Yeah, okay, that is the one method is complete to apply the validation along with the text box using required field validator control. Now the next one is using JavaScript. So create a function, validate it, and copy this function and create the script block inside in it. Script type equals to JavaScript. Okay, sorry. The function is function, my function. Validate is a function name which is raised on button. So paste it here. For footer id, that is variable is foot id is equals to document dot get element. Oops, it's not pop up by the IntelliSense. So before the function in the script block, you can get the id property of the element which is available in the footer row of grid view. So document dot, oops, it's not there. I'm writing the function, there's something mistake. So get the element document dot, oops, it's not there. Okay, before the function we can write some id here. ftid equals to document dot, yeah, is there, get element by id. Now get the id from the footer row of the grid view. So this is the text box in which we can get the id property. So text box grid view 1 dot footer row dot find control. Now paste the id here, fid and dot client id. Okay, close it here. Check the value property of fid. If ftid is not equals to null, sorry, it's not equals to empty, then give, if it's not equals to empty, then alert success. If it is not empty, then success, otherwise generate error in the else message. So also create the else message here, alert, sorry, this is the sorry message, please, or you can say writing some text here like field is required. Okay, now cover this with the function, because without this function is not ready. So function, this is the function name, start it and close it here. Yeah, it's ready to run the code. Right click on and view browser. Success. Oops, some mistake here. Yeah, success. Oops, some mistake here. Oh, we did dot value property dot value. So save it and run browser. The first time the text box is empty, so generate error message to fill the text box. Yeah, field is required. Okay, and when we some text it here, so success it here. So thank you very much for watching this video.